Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajanaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajanaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajanaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari श्री श्री राधा माधव की
जय।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय।
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तं Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Taparatmam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sri Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dev Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitancha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Harike वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे। Hare Krishna devotees. Today we are reading from Transcendental Diary, Travels with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, written by Harisori Dasa from August 1976 to October 1976. Srila Prabhupada was enthused by Satyadhanya's book selling. Please continue this program for preaching and distributing Geetargan as far as possible, for this is our real business. Pleased that many people are coming to the temple, he wrote. It is very nice that this publicity has attracted so many people to see our mandir. This is wanted, but are you selling books from the temple? As far as his visa problem goes, Prabhupada told him if he has an entry visa, he should try to extend it, and he offered help. What is the nature of your visa? I shall telegram you if something can be done from here. Finally, he responded to Satyadhanya's humble submission of reliance. As you depend on me, I similarly depend on you. Parasparatam. The Brahmanas and Kshatriyas should cooperate. That is the Vedic civilization. The hands and legs should cooperate with the brain in order for the whole society to work properly. Akshaya Prabhu and I are engaged in a running battle with the monkeys. The ride Srila Prabhupada's garden, breaking the plants, especially chewing down the banana trees and pass stool and urine everywhere. We have a system where I chase them from the garden and he waits to ambush them on the other side of the wall. So it was that just after lunch today, I ran through Srila Prabhupada's sitting room carrying a big stick. He looked up with surprise and curiosity. What is that? The monkeys are in the garden again, Prabhupada. Yes, beat them severely with big sticks and then they will stay away, he said approvingly. He said that the system is to kill one and hang it by the heels in the garden and then no others will come. Of course, we can't do that, he added, but you can get one dummy and hang that. As a result, we contacted a local man and a dummy monkey now hangs upside down from the back porch. So, Srila Prabhupada first Satyadhanya's letter, he was very pleased because Satyadhanya was distributing so many books. So, whoever distributes books, it is very pleasing service to Srila Prabhupada that he pleased very nicely because he put his tons of blood to write this all the Vedic scriptures to translate to English. Now we are distributing those books. Many people are benefiting. So this year, in the month of December, Mother Lilamata Mataji told that one woman was so busy, she was rushing to catch the bus. But when she saw Lilamrita Mataji, she immediately came to Mataji that, do you have Bhagavad Gita? So Mataji gave that Bhagavad Gita and she was rushing and looking at Mataji and saying thanks. So people are really in need to have these Vedic literatures, mainly Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam.
Jai.
So that's why in throughout November and December, all the temples in the world distributed many hundreds and thousands and maybe millions of books throughout the world. So here Srila Prabhupada is ready to help his disciple regarding the visa. So when Srila Prabhupada was going to America or writing letters to his godbrothers, nobody didn't help Srila Prabhupada. He requested many times, nobody didn't help. But in this case, look, Srila Prabhupada himself is ready to help his disciple to extend his visa. So, and one more point, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that the Brahmanas and the Kshatriyas cooperate with each other. Then only the society will work properly. It is true. If the political department and the home department, like police department, work cooperatively, then the system works properly. Otherwise, it's a big mess in the society. So here, Akshaya Prabhu and Harisori Prabhuji both are engaging in like throwing the monkeys out from the temple surroundings in Vrindavan. But Srila Prabhupada suggested them that just bring a dummy monkey and hang, but it is very difficult to do, like maintain the monkeys, throw away from the outside of the field or house. They are always coming and doing so much of nonsense. So sometimes people are ready to kill them also, but killing is not recommended. So if you see, Deva Sangitam apiyante krimivid bhasma sangitam bhutadrup tat krute swartam kim veda nirayo yataha. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that some people are just, he may be very big minister or a demigod, for his pleasure he ready to kill the innocent animals. But what will happen after that one? When he dies, he will become a small worms in the stool and he will be punished so many years in the hell. So it is very, very careful that what we are doing. Some people are very enthusiastic to kill the animals. If you see in Africa, there is a country which has lot of elephants. They are inviting Europeans, mainly Germans and Switzerland and France people, to shoot the elephants. Like Europeans are very enthusiastic to hunt something. Like in olden days, they go to the forest and they shoot the animal. So there also many people are going and shoot the elephants. How deep, painful it is. If something happens to a finger while you are cutting a vegetable, at least you will take a bandage and you will take care of that one, your finger, but you are ready to go and ready to kill the elephant. So it is very big karma. And they are giving it trophies also. If you kill an elephant, they are giving one trophy. They are proudly bringing that trophy to European countries and showing that we have killed one elephant. So this afternoon, some of Hamsaduta's men arrived with a bus and a van from Germany. Prabhupada has encouraged Hamsaduta to go to Assam, where the man who donated this Vrindavana land, has invited our devotees to hold programs. The gentleman says he will provide ashrama facilities for the devotees and make all the arrangements for the programs. Hamsaduta Maharaja is keen to go. Over the last week or so, a Mayavadi sannyasi has visited Srila Prabhupada several times. He is a handsome man in his mid 30s with long curling black hair and a beard, and he wears a bright orange smock down to his ankles. He goes under the name of Prem Yogi, and somehow he has become attracted to Srila Prabhupada and his movement. He is highly qualified scholar with a PhD in both Sanskrit and Hindi, and despite his impersonal misunderstandings, he is submissive in discussion and is clearly drawn to Srila Prabhupada, both philosophically and personally. Prabhupada is happy to preach to him. He uses a sophisticated level of Hindi, and Prabhupada thinks he could do great service as a translator. Priyam Yogi came again this evening, and after some discussion, he agreed to Srila Prabhupada's suggestion that he move into our ashrama. He will return in the morning. So, in 1970s, at that time, Srila Prabhupada was looking for nice Hindi translators. So one is from Bengali, from Bhaktichara Swami Maharaj. He was translating Prabhupada's books to Bengali, and Hindi, like Gaur Swami Maharaj and one more Maharaj in Gundavan, I forgot the name. So both they are very expert in very advanced Hindi, so they can translate all the books from Srila Prabhupada to Hindi.
First was Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, and second was Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj.
So any elaborations would you like to?
Yeah, like I really have seen like Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj's work, like on, for example, he also made a film on Srila Prabhupada's life and his preaching, Abhay Charan. And I've watched it, and it's one of my favorite shows. It's like really good. So I just wanted to recommend if like anyone has watched the show. It's in like all languages. It's in English, Hindi, Bengali, most of it. Yeah. Have you watched it?
I watched it. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Reading from 6th canto, chapter 17, verse number 28. Narayana Parasarve Na Kutascha Bhibhyati Swarga Pavarga Narakeshvapi Tulyartha Darshinaha Narayana Parasarve Na Kutascha Bhibhyati Swarga Pavarga Narakeshvapi Tulyartha Darshinaha Narayana Parasarve Na कुतश्चन बिभ्यति
बिभ्यति
स्वर्गापवर्ग नरकेष्वपि
स्वर्गापवर्गनरकेष्वपि
तुल्यार्थदर्शिनः
तुल्यार्थदर्शिनः
नारायण परा सर्वे न कुतश्चन बिभ्यति स्वर्गापवर्ग नरकेष्वपि तुल्यार्थदर्शिनः
नारायण परा सर्वे
नारायण परा सर्वे
कुतश्चन बिभ्यति
न कुतश्चन बिभ्यति
स्वर्गापवर्गनरकेष्व
स्वर्गापवर्ग नरकेष्व
अपि तुल्यार्थदर्शिनः
अपि तुल्यार्थदर्शिनः. Word to word meaning. Narayana para,
Narayana Para,
pure devotees
pure devotees
who are interested
who are interested
only in the service of Narayana,
only in the service of Narayana,
the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Sarve,
Sarve,
all,
all,
na,
not,
not, kutaschana,
Kutaschana,
anywhere,
anywhere,
bibhyati,
Bibhyati,
afraid,
afraid,
swarga,
Swarga,
in the higher planetary systems,
in the higher planetary systems,
apavarga,
Apavarga,
in the liberation,
in the liberation,
narakeshu,
Narakeshu,
and in hell,
and in hell,
api,
Api,
even,
even,
tulya,
Tulya,
equal,
equal,
artha,
Artha,
value,
value,
darshinaha,
Darshana,
who see.
who see.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Devotees solely engaged in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, never fear any condition of life. For them, the heavenly planets, liberation, and the hellish planets are all the same. For such devotees are interested only in the service of the Lord. Purport. Parvati might naturally have inquired how devotees become so exalted. Therefore, this verse explains that they are Narayana Para, simply dependent on Narayana. They do not mind reverses in life because in the service of Narayana they have learned to tolerate whatever hardships there may be. They do not care whether they are in heaven or in hell. They simply engage in the service of the Lord. This is their excellence. Anukullena Krishnanushilanam. They are liberally engaged in the service of the Lord and therefore they are excellent. By using the word Bhrutya Bhrutyanam, Lord Shiva pointed out that although Chitraketu provided one example of tolerance and excellence, all the devotees who have taken shelter of the Lord as eternal servants are glorious. They have no eagerness to be happy by being placed in the heavenly planets, becoming liberated, or becoming one with Brahman, the supreme effulgence. These benefits do not appeal to their minds. They are simply interested in giving direct service to the Lord.
Yeah.
So here emphasizing the glories of devotees, that devotees never ask anything, they completely absorb in the service of Krishna.
Very good.
To come to that level, we need to have very sincere sadhana and following the Guru's words very strictly, then only we can come to that level. If you see, when Srila Prabhupada sent his disciples to open the centers, they are not very matured, like 40 years, 45 years experience, 18, 20, 23. What they do, they know. But still, they have completely faith in the words of Srila Prabhupada, and they are completely having a faith in Krishna. They have opened the centers. If you see, now the center called Radha Londoneshwar, so many devotees are going there in London. Who are going to the job, who are coming from the job, they are taking darshan. How it happens? Just they have the devotees, like the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, they have firm faith on Srila Prabhupada's words and on Krishna. They work. Now the center is like very glorious, you can say that. So here from Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna also says that one, Na kinchit sadhava dhira bhakta hi ekantino mama vanchanti api maya dattam kaivalyam apunarbhavam. Because my devotees possesses saintly behavior and deep intelligence, they completely dedicate themselves to me and do not desire anything besides me. Indeed, even if I offer them liberation from birth and death, they do not accept it. So even Krishna himself is saying that one. So what we can speak. So the devotees are completely absorbed in the service of Krishna. If you see in this world, who has money and possessions, it is very difficult to come to the Lord and obey the words of the spiritual master. But in the case of Kulashekara, King Kulashekara, Naham Vande Tavacharana Yudvanda Madvanda Hetu Kumbi Pakam Gurumapi Hare Narakam Napanetu Ramya Rama Mrudu Tanulata Nandinapirantam Bhave Bhave Hridaya Bhavane Bhavayayam Bhavantam. So even he was a king, he has all opulences, but still he is praying that, oh my dear Lord, birth after birth, I want to engage in your service. I am praying to you that I should get the opportunity to serve you birth after birth. Not that if I pray that I will get a escape from the Kumbi Paka Naraka or having a nice woman from the heavenly planets. No, I am not praying for that one. I am praying for you that in my next birth also I should engage in your service. Just think once how he was completely absorbed and sincere. Is it possible that if we have such a opulent kingdom and all these things, to pray that one? Very difficult. Very, very difficult. So, and here one more from Srimad Bhagavatam, Nanaka Pushtam Nachasarubhaumam, Na Parameshtam, Na Rasadhipatyam, Na Yoga Siddhir, Na Apunarbhavam Va, Vanchanti Yat Padam Rajat Prapanna. So the devotees always praying to Krishna, and they are very interested to have his lotus feet dust to put on their heads, not that to having like a kingdom or yoga siddhi, like having mystic powers, all these things. They don't expect all these things. In this world, if you see, in our community, there are many devotees, not very well settled, but still they are completely absorbed in the service of Krishna. They come at whenever the service is needed, they come and they are doing their services. But for ordinary person, just to come to a temple also, it is a big challenge. And he will tell to at least 10 people that tomorrow I am going to temple, or yesterday we went to temple. But devotees are very enthusiastic in the service of Krishna. So, whoever executing the devotional service to the Krishna, liberation is already guaranteed. There is not only liberation, all the opulences also standing at his doorstep with folded hands. So the king, Prabhuji, who has written Bilva Mangala Thakur, what is the book he has written? Krishna Karnamrita. So, Bhaktistvai Stiratara Bhagavan Yadisyat Daivena na Palati Divya Kishora Murtihi Mukti Swayam Mukulitanjali Sevatasman Dharmartha Kama Gataya Samaya Pratiksha. So, who are engaged in the service of Krishna, liberation, all the opulences are standing at his doorstep with folded hands. You don't need to ask these things. But you may ask that why Prabhuji we are serving Krishna, why our life is like that one. But we are not completely having that much of faith. There are some errors in our sadhana also.
Yeah. No question.
Yes, Prabhuji.
About like as you know in the text it says that the devotees the main goal is to just serve Krishna, and then there is nothing like there should not be any desire to go to high planets or to but does this also include Goloka Vrindavan? Like what if like a lot of devotees like they say, oh, you know, our goal is like to go to Goloka Vrindavan or something, but or is it that, or is it more like, you know, like you can be on earth and still serve Krishna and be a liberated devotee? Like how does this work? You know, like that's my question.
So, Prabhuji, I will give answer first. If I anything wrong, please correct me. So the thing is, if somebody wants to go to Goloka Vrindavan, at the door they ask, why are you coming to Goloka Vrindavan? If you say that I have already served Krishna on earth, now I want to take rest, then they kick us. So our answer is either in Goloka Vrindavan or here, just we are in the mood to serve Krishna. So then there is either in Goloka Vrindavan or earth, it doesn't matter now. Just your service is cleaning pots, then where it is, you need to only clean pots only now.
Yeah.
Don't you would like to say something?
Yeah, going to higher planets is mean and the material realm. We don't want this, so that's why some devotees takes it with, and we don't want to approach material higher planets. This is not our goal. Our goal is Vaikuntha or higher. So that's why some devotees they will say, I want to go to Loka Vrindavan. This is correct, but this is not the same when I want to go to Satyayuga or to Brahma or I don't know where. It's not the same thing. So this is that we have to understand. So it's Vedas or in the text here is mentioned on the material realm that we go higher. And there can be also a wish from the devotee, but we have to be on this level. So it's spontaneous, the highest level, not the I want to go there.
So like yeah, but like are all, so like let's say all pro devotees, are they all in Goloka Vrindavan or are some in like earth, or they could be like, how does it like really how do you like, you know, estimate that like where a devotee will be, which even if he's a pure devotee, is it up to Krishna or is it up to the devotee? Like how does it like go?
So Ishwardev and you're serving, you know, what is your connection? So it can be on Vaikuntha, it can be on Goloka Vrindavan. And yeah, but the devotees are helping the Lord. Like Prabhupada, he was helping. He's also from
Goloka Vrindavan.
I don't know where spiritual world.
Yeah. Prabhuji, I will share one thing that what I heard from a devotee is that when Srila Prabhupada was in Golok Vrindavan, Krishna asked Prabhupada, yeah, please go to earth and preach Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada said, no, I am not that much of interested to go there. Krishna asked, just you go, write the books, I will take care. So Srila Prabhupada came and he was taking care of translating the books into many languages. Now look, even after Srila left Srila Prabhupada's body, 50 years later also, the mission is going like anything. I think in the world there is no one that who don't know the Hare Krishna. Somehow or other in their life they might have heard Hare Krishna. How it's possible? So like both Krishna has desire and even devotee also cannot say that oh I don't do. Just they also accept. You see now how the movement is going. I was really wondered that one Prabhuji, he paid some Lakshmi to our temple, just he come and he take prasadam only. Now he slowly coming to Srimad Bhagavatam class, offering his Dandavat to Sri Vijay Gauranga Dayalatai. Sometimes he is asking questions. How miracle it is. That one Prabhu told him very tall Prabhu. Did you recognize him?
Is it the Russian?
No, German Prabhuji. I think he comes every day Prabhuji for Prashad.
Maybe Polish maybe. Polish.
So how nice it is. Yes, nobody didn't preach a big philosophical points to him. Just by taking pressure, after some time he is coming to Gaurnita and offering his obeisances, sitting in class and asking questions. So how nice it is. And devotees also in Sri Shikshashtakam, the mood is that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that like we should not have the Nadanam, Najanam, Nasundarim, Kavitam, Va, Jagadishekam. So devotees, they never run behind these type of popularities or money or fame or fans of women. They never ask for anything. If you see in our Guru Parampara, our Shed Goswamis, just they sat, they was completely engaged in writing the scriptures or engaged in the service of Krishna. And I heard that one of our Goswami was how he was thinking that in evening he was drinking a little bit of milk. And he thought himself that what type of fool I am doing sense enjoyment. From morning onwards he didn't eat anything, he was completely engaged in writings. At the evening, just he was drinking a cup of milk. At that time, he was thinking that I am doing sense enjoyment. Then what type of mood they have? So, like, these are the examples of pure devotees, that how they are engaged in their services. So we cannot imitate those things, but according to our capacity, we should sincerely engage in the service of Krishna. So, this I wanted to say to you. If anybody would like to explain any questions,
Let me I think first, maybe after some time I can get a question.
Yeah, I have another question. Like, so like you said, like, you know, like how you explained Srila Prabhupada's story, how, you know, Krishna told him that, oh, you should go to earth and preach. And Srila Prabhupada was like, no, I don't want to go there. Or it is like, so it is like, you know, so Srila Prabhupada was already in Goloka Vrindavan, but when he came to earth, he was still a liberated devotee, right? And then so, okay, so like, so it's really up to Krishna where we are, like on which planet or which, but even though we are, let's say, liberated devotee, it's like, let's take Srila Prabhupada, like he could have been on, let's say, another higher planet and he would still be a liberated devotee. So it's not like all the devotees who are only in Goloka Vrindavan are liberated.
In the case of Srila Prabhupada and his disciples, they are completely purely liberated souls.
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada came, they also came to support Srila Prabhupada mission. How, if you see their history from different parts of the world, suddenly they rise and they came to Srila Prabhupada ready to help him. How it's possible?
True.
If you see in the case of Parama Puja Sri Bhakti Bhushan Swami Maharaj,
Yeah.
just for one plate prasad, he started to come to temple regularly. Now, many disciples, almost more than 60 years or 58 years, he is in the mood of mission, serving, and Srila Prabhupada. So, it's basically our motive is to serve Krishna. So, when Krishna is asking you something to do, definitely a pure devotee cannot say no. He is ready to do either this planet or some other any planet. If you see, yes, please.
I would like to add just a point where I heard a similar kind of question which was asked to in a temple when Prabhuji was giving lecture, some other Prabhu. So he asked a question like, devotees like Srila Prabhupada and all, are they like going back to Godhead like after preaching like or after leaving their body? Then Prabhuji said like, what do you think? Do they actually go back to Godhead or something? Then normally everyone's answer was like, yeah, they have been serving to Krishna, they have been helping or like doing a lot in order to spread Krishna consciousness. So after their death, they will definitely return back to Godhead. But Krishna's plan is not like that. Maybe there are some other planets where there are fallen souls. So devotees like Srila Prabhupada are sent to those planets in order to preach again and again elevate many fallen souls. So
Yeah, like Narad Muni also, for example. Like Narad Muni keeps traveling everywhere, preaching, and like it's sort of like that, I guess. Like you never know, like what if Srila Prabhupada comes again,
There you can see the very liberated that come again for preaching. But we have to go and no one goes to go back and stay there. It's a different mood.
Yeah, because the surrenderness, capacity, everything is different from us. They are completely different. So, that's again, Mataji, mostly it was.
Subaruka Vrindavana, Nukaba, Bama Vrindavana kommen. Also das ist ja schon mal klar, dass wir möchten natürlich, unser Ziel ist eigentlich Krishna Prema und wir wollen zu Krishna und Krishna sagt in der Bhagavad Gita, denke an mich, worship me and Wesens bringen wir da und dann, das heißt, an wenn wir denken zum Zeitpunkt des Todes, wenn wir an Krishna denken, dann gehen wir dann genug, wenn wir an jemanden anders denken, dann ist es nicht möglich, leider. Das schon mal so klar sein, dass man an Krishna denken soll und nicht an jemanden anderes. Aber es gibt die Leute, die natürlich ihre eigenen Deities haben, ja? Zum Beispiel Ram, Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Lakshman Hanuman. Und vielleicht denken sie zum Zeitpunkt des Todes an ihre Deities und dann gehen sie nach Ayodhya oder was weiß ich. Das ist wichtig, an wen wir denken. Und wenn wir, dann müssen wir nochmal entweder Geburt nehmen in Baumwinter und von dort aus kriegen Gopkumar aus Bhagavatam. Da ist das ganze Universum und dann bei Kulka, Narayana, Ayodhya, überall, aber er war nicht zufrieden und deswegen hat Narada Muni gesagt, du musst wieder zurück auf die Erde und aus Vrindavan, da kannst du nur zu Krishna kommen. Wir haben die Möglichkeit jetzt hier.
Ja.
Und dieser sollte man nicht verpassen. Versuchen, alles Beste zu geben, damit wir auch dorthin kommen. Und dort ist der Geschmack, Rasa, 100.000 Mal höher als überall.
Ja.
Ja, im Vergleich zu bei Kunden noch höher.
So, like Madhava said, like when you think about Krishna at the time of death, you will go to Krishna basically, but sometimes isn't it like a bit abstract what exactly means thinking of Krishna, because like my perception, like when you think of the service which is for Krishna, isn't it also like thinking of Krishna? Or if you think of something related to Krishna, isn't it also thinking of Krishna? Or like what exactly is thinking of Krishna? In that sense, you know?
Sister Jay Gauranga
Yeah.
So, if you are thinking of Krishna, what does it mean? Basically, in the service, for whom you are thinking? You are asking the question that what does it mean when you think at the end of the death we are thinking of Krishna. So the service, if you want to do some service, for whom you want to do service? Krishna only, no? Then are you thinking of Krishna or something else? Sorry?
You mean the intention is important, right? Intention of why we think about Krishna.
Have to be connected.
So basically, Prabhuji, at the end of time, Mataji mentioned that what, like in Bhagavad Gita also, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. So at the time of death, what you are thinking, you will get those things or take those bodies next life. So when you are thinking your service, for whom you are thinking that service? For Krishna only, no? Or if you want to think a service of for some other people, then you will do that service in next life for those people. But if you are thinking of a service for Krishna, definitely you will reach Krishna and you will execute those services after gaining next body.
So that's like what he's saying, like it's the intention that you think of the things with, like if the intention is that you want to do it for Krishna, then it's
Yes.
Yeah.
What if someone is thinking of Krishna the similar way how Kamsa thought of Krishna during death?
Death.
Yeah.
That is also good enough. Somehow or other, either
I mean, is he getting liberated? Because getting liberation thing comes when we have love for Krishna during the time of death. But when someone is having fear of Krishna during death, then
so
what
they
happens?
also get the opportunity either in not Golakurundan, they will go to another planets or taking birth again to execute loving devotional service. If you see in the case of Putana, do you think that she come with love? No, she wanted to kill. Yes, but still Krishna has given the opportunity as a stepmother in some other
Given the
place.
seat of mother.
So like that one, even though if we are afraid, whatever, it is really good for us only. No? If you see many devotees, like many demons are killed by Krishna, do you think that they went to hellish planets? No, they went very far, far, far away, ahead of very good planets where they are really get the opportunity to once again engage in the service of Krishna in good manner, not in just Krishna's touch. That is sufficient to take away all the sins.
Yeah.
When the sins are gone, we will have only good character.
Yeah. In Hindi there's a saying, whoever मतलब कृष्णा जिसका भी स्पर्श करते हैं वो मुक्त हो जाते हैं. That is, whoever Krishna is in contact with, they get liberated.
But then again, devotees' motives are not to get liberated.
Yeah, devotees question like motives are not to liberate, they want to engage in the service. That is the thing. But a devotee cannot think like a Kamsa at the time of death or something.
so what if I think about liberation at the time of death?
Prabhuji?
What about if I think about liberation from the material existence?
Look, you want to get liberation, you need to do lot of sadhana in that manner. Prabhuji. Just like at the time of death, you cannot think about liberation. To that, why the Mayavadi people or some in Sri Sampradaya, why they are doing so much of austerities? So, whatever the activities we are doing throughout our life, those thoughts may come at the time of death.
Mm.
Not like that, and just at the time of death we can get the thought of liberation.
So like, what is that, that preparation? Like, that means like we have to really, throughout our life, we have to keep our sadhana strong, basically. Like, that's the simple answer.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki.